Islam, which literally means to surrender to the will of Allah, is the fastest growing religion today with over 1 billion followers. What accounts for its numerical success? Meme theory can help explain this. According to meme theory, memes, or ideas that can be copied, survive and get copied if they follow certain rules. The ideas should be simple to understand. There should be a motive to follow these ideas, sometimes represented as gaining a reward or avoiding a punishment. The ideas should draw from already popular memes, and the memes should promote themselves to be copied. Islam fits these qualifications. The simplicity of conversion attracts many members. If one is to simply say the creed that there is one God, Allah, Muhammad is his prophet, and mean it within one's heart, one is automatically a Muslim. A Muslim refers to somebody who surrenders to the will of Allah. The central practices of the faith can also be understood as 5 simple methods to honor Allah, and these are the 5 pillars. Pillar number 1 is the creed of the Shahada, that there is one God, Allah, Muhammad is his prophet. In Arabic, please pardon my pronunciation, Il ilaha ala Muhammad Rasul Allah. Pillar number 2 is the prayer or salat. Prayer is to be 5 times a day, at dawn, noon, afternoon, sunset, and evening right before bed. It is in the direction of Mecca in Saudi Arabia, the home of the Kaaba, that Muslims pray. At the Kaaba, it consists of the holy Islamic shrine, said to house a black meteorite stone Muslims believe was once used by Adam and then by Abraham as an altar. Pillar number 3 is fasting or swam. This ritual fasting is performed at the time of Ramadan, following the lunar calendar in honor of when Muhammad received his first revelations from Angel Gabriel. It is said to cleanse the soul and experience what it is like to be hungry and in need of help. No drink of any kind or food is to be consumed when the sun is up, unless one is a child or pregnant or ill or too elderly. Pillar number 4 is charity or zakat. It is to invoke a sense of compassion and social obligation. One is expected to give 1/40 or 2.5% of one's annual income to the needy. Pillar number 5, it is the pilgrimage or the Hajj. One is expected at least once in one's lifetime to go on the Hajj to Mecca, to engage in certain rituals at the Kaaba, a nearby area, including Medina, the burial site of Muhammad. While on the Hajj, all Muslims dress in simple white clothes with no jewelry or makeup or distinctions of any kind, so as to represent a sense of equality in the eyes of Allah. It was while on the Hajj that Malcolm X witnessed all ethnicities praying together and then gave up his black Muslim orientation. Though Islam has Arab roots, it is not an Arab religion per se. 80% of Muslims are non-Arab. We find Islam strong in China, in Russia, and significantly in Africa. What are people all around the world attracted to? Besides the simplicity of the message, there is a hero story, the hero Muhammad, who overcame being an orphan, being raised in poverty until he married Khadijah at the age of 25, and the discrimination he faced as he first prophesied his teachings. He was raised in a tribal, Christian, Jewish, and even Zoroastrian environment, and it is argued that he drew from the local religious world around him. In Islam, the Jewish prophets, Jesus, Allah, a reference to the head tribal god in the area, and the Zoroastrian concepts of heaven and hell and angels all play a significant role. Muhammad is viewed as the last of a long line of prophets originally traced back to Abraham through his first son Ishmael, while Jewish people trace their lineage to Abraham through his second son Isaac. Jesus is also viewed as a prophet to return in end times. Muslims do not view him as the Son of God, however, since to them this implies polytheism and hence blasphemy. As we witness Prophet Muhammad drawing from already popular ideas or memes of his time, but with his own philosophical take, we also see within Islam a motive to follow these ideas. For religions to succeed, according to meme theory, there needs to be a reason advocated to follow them. Christianity and Islam share the same incentive here: entrance into heaven and the avoidance of hell. Their holy book, referred to as the Quran, which simply means to recite, speaks of this quite clearly. It is believed that Muhammad received messages from Angel Gabriel for 23 years, which were then recorded by scribes around him. It consists of 114 surahs or chapters, which are not in chronological order, but appear from longest to shortest. In the Quran, it speaks of the goal of life as honoring Allah and attaining heaven, and it offers a way to achieve this. Utilizing meme theory to account for Islam's success in the world today, there is one more rule to investigate. Does this religion promote the spreading of its ideas? Yes, but not in an overly overt way. In the past, especially during and right after the four caliphs, viewed as the successors of Muhammad by Sunni Muslims, there was a campaign to spread Islam. Within 100 years after the death of the Prophet Muhammad, Islam dominated half of the known world. But today, most Muslims do not knock on doors or pass out pamphlets as some other religions do. Instead, the simplicity of its conversion, its drawing from already popular mimetic traditions, its strong motive to follow these memes accounts for its attraction. This, along with Muslims having quite large families, may help explain why Islam is spreading exponentially. The one factor that tears at Islam from within is the divisions within it. While Sunni Muslims, who make up about 80% of Muslims, recognize the four successors or caliphs of Muhammad as Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and Ali, Shiites, who make up about 15% or less, do not. Instead, the rightful successors, the Shiites say, was Ali and his sons. A succession dispute and several theological distinctions, for instance, Shiites contend that a future hero to come in end times will be Mahdi, account for the sharp divide within this tradition. Sufi Muslims, who represent the more mystical form of Islam, is another branch. The famous poet Rumi fits here. When Muhammad first came out with his message, he faced the constant fear of assassination in Mecca and so had to flee to nearby Medina in 622 CE, marking the beginning of the Muslim calendar. He took with him his followers, which constituted only about 70 families. But today, Islam is certainly more than 70 families. It constitutes about 1/6 of the world population. It is the second largest religion on this planet, and it is still growing. The meme has succeeded. I end with an Islamic phrase that God is great. Allahu Akbar. Namaste.